What's up, fellow chuckers? All right, we're going to start Master Weapons class. Let's get dialed in. First things first. Ready, jump. And onegishimasu. And towards each other, please teach me. All right, now I saw a couple of you guys join the class already, but remember, this is for everyone else, even the guys that didn't get a chance to watch right now. So I encourage everyone that watches this video to listen very carefully. All right, how many push-ups, Mr. Ben? How many push-ups? How many hundreds? I mean, you can be nice.
This is a very advanced class.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start off with the positives, all the feedbacks. Very smooth hand technique. You know, hand rolls, transitions from hand to hand, coordination. I saw some really good throws, but I would say 0. And I'm going to say, again, 0% of all of my Master Weapons guys use the lower body. So you're going to have to pay your penance. Right. All right, 30 lashes?
Sure, yes, sir.
No, that's you mean. All right. I'm not that mean. But I will tell you that the first 5 minutes of us talking about this is actually going to be us doing this. All right, so the goal is Mr. Ben's going to do something, I'm going to do something. We're going to go back and forth with something really, really basic. I'm going to challenge him, and he's going to challenge me. And we can do this at home, too. As a matter of fact, real quick shout out to Mr. Liam's dad, who's right on it, making sure that Liam's doing a good job. Liam, you're doing a great job. But Dad, well done. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge Mr. Ben with the technique to make sure his lower body's engaged. And that's what you'll do at home. So the next week's homework is the same concept. Someone's going to be saying, show me this move. And I want to see everything. I don't want to see just, you know, the hands twirling around. What do you do, right? I want to see everything. All right, so here it goes. I'll go first and call you out. All right, so Mr. Ben, you're going to be demonstrating the one-to-one pattern. So you say, and I'm looking for low body. All right, let's see the whole one-to-one pattern. There you go, good. Legs are engaged. Go more, lower. Right there we go. Good. Legs are moving. You guys all know this pattern. If you don't, then maybe you should have been coming to class more often. There we go. And bring it around. Okay. Excellent work. Let's jump. All right. We got 8 strikes. All right. Ready? Here comes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa. Okay. All right. Downward and upward figure 8s. Downward and upward figure 8s. Your choice on turns or whatever. All right. Let's see what you got. Big stance. All right. And he's rocking back and forth. He's got great transitions. He's not stopping. He's got his guard up. Looking good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3. You're doing it at home. Come on. 2, 1, and great. Nice. All right. Couple more. 1, 2. Vertical. 1, 2. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So we're going to bring it all the way around. We're going to work that lower body. All right. We can go the opposite direction. You know what we can do? Is we can do a little bit. I know we did this. Oh, we're working some of that. Good. All right. Clutching. Say, sir. Clutching. Just clutching. Oh, there we go. Good. Bouncing back and forth. Remember, you're not hitting yourself. You got good movements. Looking great. And break. All right. 2 more. Last 2. Say, sir. The wheel. Oh, the wheels. Oh, the wheel. Oh, all right. Here it goes. All right. So we're going to get low. And when we practice this, we can sit seiza and do the wheel, and then coming back up and keep that low stance, working it around, having some fun, and then you can put some clutching in there, go back to the wheel. 1 to 3s. Hey, last one. Big. Ooh, if you want, a worked 1 to 3. You get that work 1 to 3? Hey, whoa. I love this. Just makes my heart beat. There we go. And break. Hey. All right, give us a better hand. Well done. Focusing on the same thing. You guys know, you know what I want. I want more, and you want more for yourself. All right. If you don't, then change that. So the goal is to make sure that you're being challenged. You know, come up with 10 moves, 5 moves, however many, but in a short clip, in about 2 minutes, that you're going to demonstrate. Someone's going to say, "Show me this," and they can be, you know, reading off the list, and you're going to demonstrate your technique with the best dynamic, upper body, lower body combined. Don't send me the, you know, straight legs. Anything else you want to add to that?
Kick yourself in the butt.
Kick yourself in the butt. With a good stance. Right? Okay. All right. All right. Changing gears here. All right. So now, the things that we focused on towards the very end before all this craziness has happened, we were focusing on combative concepts. involving a closed chuck, open chuck, and what this thing was doing, and you got to catch things off punches. So that's going to be the next level of what we're going to focus on. And the ability to practice this at home is going to come down to, again, your imagination, maybe mom or dad or brother or sister to be able to act as your partner, but you got to be careful. I recommend doing this without a partner until you feel comfortable with that. Okay, but ultimately you shouldn't need a partner to practice this, but you do need a good imagination. Okay, all right, so first things first, we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to do a technique, and then we're going to do it in front of the camera without the partner. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to do a strike, and this is going to be off of a step-through punch. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to strike the arm, I'm going to strike the neck, all right? And from there, I'm going to pick up the knee, and I'm going to strike the chest itself, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to strike 1, strike 2, move in, and knee. And I'll use my hand, bring their chest down to my knee. So I'm going to do it one more time. It's going to go strike, strike. Very, very easy. Got that? Right. All right, let's see what it looks like facing towards the camera. All right, that's the technique. Strike, strike, bouncing off the arm, strike on the neck, knee 3 times. Ready? 1, pop, pop, boom. There we go. 1 sec. 2, pop, pop, boom. 2 sec. And last one. Ready? 3, pop, pop, boom. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Again, we're just giving you some ideas because the homework assignment is going to be involving some creativity about what you choose to use. All right, what do you got, Mr. Ben? Okay, off of a punch. Get this guy to the side here. All right, switch sides. There we go. Make sure my chuck doesn't go anywhere. Sometimes it likes to see. Pop, boom.
Elbow, and then
snap. Snap. Okay. Here comes. Ready? Boom.
Elbow to the chest, and then snap.
Okay, without the partner there. Okay. All right. So you notice that. I'm gonna face you towards that camera one more time. All right, go slow. All right. So now, hold it there. Go back. Just go back. Right there. He's using that butt end of that chuck here. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, nothing says love more than that across your head. All right. So this very end piece right here, all right, these are a lot of little ridges here. And if you take a look at my temple, there's a little nook and cranny, kind of like Thomas's English muffins.
Yes,
nooks and crannies. Everyone loves the nooks and crannies. And it fits so perfectly. So when he throws that, it's going to go right in that target. That's a great part of all these little ridges here. Okay. All right, so nice and slow. So we got the strike, boom, and the same elbow's coming back. Now I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I'm not a big fan of chambering and then rechambering and then rechambering. Okay, there's this thing called economy of motion. So I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. And I'm gonna hit you. Okay. All right. What Mr. Ben is using is using his chamber as a means of saying I'm gonna continue going. When his body was turned this way. I wouldn't expect him to hit with this arm right here. So he's just going to turn back toward his target. He says, you know what? I'm going to use what I got coming up. And then from here, the stomp kick looked like right towards or snap kick towards the leg. Looks great. All right, 3 times. All right, ready? 1, pop, pop, boom. 1 sec. Good. Set. And 2, boom, boom. 2 sec. And last one. Ready? 3, pop, pop, boom. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. 2 more, and then we're going to switch gears. This is not going to be a long class. The goal is for you to go and practice your technique and be able to develop it yourself. And I'm not going to give you a bazillion ideas for you to take and steal. We all borrow ideas. You can take these ideas and make it your own. That's really what I want. I don't want to give you all the answers. Okay, so now we're going to go a little bit lower, and we're going to change levels. Okay, I don't want you to be like, I'm going to hit you in your toe. That's not what I'm talking about. But when I make it confusing as to where I hit him, if he punches and I go boom right to the shin here, it's confusing because he was focusing on my face. Now I'm tagging him in the shin. And from here, I'm just going to go boom right up into his armpit. Okay? So it's going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go pop from that bang right up here. And from here, I'm going to finish off with a strike to the back of the head with the elbow. Okay? Pop, boom, boom. Now I'm going to change up a little bit. I'm going to use this hand, then this hand, then this hand. I'll go back and forth. Okay, change up the technique. So I'm going to go 1, bang. I can punch instead. 2, oh, look at that. 3, there we go. A nice poke to the neck. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to practice this one at home. All right, I want you to face towards the camera. All right, so the initial strike is going to be low, right against the shin. Oh, man. And it doesn't have to be a hard one. It's just like tink. Okay, have you ever hit the edge of a table on your shin? You're like, go! And just imagine that that.
Right.
So the goal is strike low, and then other hand, 3 strikes. Pop, pop, pop.
Yes, sir.
All right, go slow.
Right.
There's a low, a higher, boom, there's one. Give me a different one, starting off with the leg strike.
Yes, sir.
Pop, pop, boom. There we go. Last one, something different, but starts with the leg strike.
Yes, sir.
Pop, poof, boom. Beautiful job, beautiful job. All right, so you get the idea at this point that I'm going to use the chuck. I don't even have to start with the chuck. As a matter of fact, you can start with the open hand. And if you wanted to hit me with this open hand first, all right, so I'm gonna punch you.
Yes.
All right, so he decides to use that hand first, that's totally fine. Don't feel like the chuck has to be the star of the show. You know what? I'm gonna hit you with whatever. The star of the show is, you know what, whatever's coming next.
Right.
All right, so that's gonna be the beginning of your practice, aside from your pendants for the stance, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that should take like a couple minutes. Honestly, I think if you practice that over the week, I think it should be pretty easy for you to be able to make me happy again with your stance. And then this drill involving, give me, 3 strikes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, get some lower body in there, have some fun with it. But let's get into this last thing before we let you go, because I really like that 8 strike. So at the very end, I want a really big power swing, but you got to be careful with this, because when you're throwing this last one, I'll do a real quick example. Okay, so now come here, bang, I'm gonna hit him in the ribs here, boom, I'm gonna hit him in the head, and then from here, I'm just gonna swing it as fast as I can. I promise I won't hit him. I can't do that. So then what I'll do is I'll back up. Poof! That's the back of his head. I know it sounds bad, but we practice at the max to work our way back. Okay, one more time. All right, I'm not sure what I did. Bang, boom. Okay, from here, this is the position of that downswing. So from here, I back up and downswing, and I want to hear the chuck whistle. I want to see it swing. Okay. All right. So you got a technique that can finish off at the end. Okay. Off of a punch. Hey. All right. Ready? Here comes. Goes 1, 2. He's gonna back up. Boom. There we go. It's bad news for me. I'm gonna start picking on my chicklets somewhere over there. All right. So when we're practicing this, please, please, please make sure that you do this outside or free of any obstructions, free of anything that you're going to hit. Because when you swing that chuck, if it lets go, I'm talking, it's like a missile. And that missile might be the TV, it might be someone else. So you got to be very careful. All right, so let's recap. Show me an awesome 1-to-1 stance. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, all right. So you guys know I need 100% on that stance. I'm looking for 5 techniques. Give me 5. Okay, easily you guys can accomplish that. If I see it lazy, then I'll have more things to say. Second thing is, show me that you guys can practice this 3 strike technique. So off of a punch, he's got 1, 2, and 3, and a great dynamic, and your whole body's part of it. Upper body, lower body. Give me a couple of those. Okay, and then to finish it all off, off of the imaginary person, I would like to see a good 1, 2, 3, and then back up, boom. Now, when you practice this by yourself, let me just put it this way here. I'm going to give you that just for a second. I'm going to use this example. When I do a form with application in mind, I feel the other person there, and you should be able to see something. Okay, I'm going to do pick a form, any form. Take it for. Okay, all right, here goes. Tell me if you think that I'm applying the moves. Ready? I'm hitting hard. Oh, looks good. Dynamic. What do you think? Oh, but I really was thinking about the other person. I can see it. You might not think that I can see it. Mr. Ben knows it. Mr. Randy knows it. I know it. So I'll know if you're. There's something different about it. Not just that I was hitting hard. Is there something about what you see in the person's eyes? When you're looking at something and you're pretending, there's something special about it. So when you're doing the chuck, okay, there we go. Okay, give me 3 moves, no target in mind. Just kind of 1, 2, 3. Show me great technique. Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Wonderful. Mr. Ben, all right, now give me someone. Face towards the camera so they can see. Watch his facial expression. He's looking at things. He's putting things into play that he's putting together in his head. All right, go slow. I know that he was thinking about his target. I mean, if you can't look at that, you know what? It's on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube the next morning. Hit the pause button and look at his facial expression. You should say, wow, something's going on. That's what I'm talking about. And for some of you guys, that's the next level, is that everyone's level is to be this.
Say, sir.
But for the guys that have been chucking for a while, we got some guys that haven't been seen in the class that I know are part of Master Weapons, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And you guys better be watching the YouTube at least. I got some advanced guys that should know that the next level is there. So, all right, so guys, please make sure that you push yourself. Make sure that you guys are, giving yourself the next level. Don't allow yourself to just kind of settle for the chuck is you get so spot focused on this thing, and all of a sudden you forget about everything else. That's why I'm being so hard on you, is because I know that there's more that's involved with you. Matter of fact, when you do your form, a lot of you guys blow it out of the water. It's amazing. But then as soon as this gets in your hand, it becomes the only thing that you're focusing on, and that's not what you want. And as a matter of fact, it's going to come back to haunt you. If you pick up something that you're going to use to defend yourself, you're going to focus on that too. You'll have a knife in your hand. You'll have something to defend yourself with, and then all of a sudden you'll forget your knees, your elbows, your headbutts, and everything else. But you'll have your knife, and that's dangerous. Okay, anything else to add to that?
Make sure when you do your stance homework, and you have really amazing stance, don't forget that once you get to the self-defense stuff.
Yes.
Please transfer that from one to the other.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with one and then not the other. So if you're doing the self-defense with no stance, as a matter of fact, you're not going to get this thing right here. You're going to be like, well, I can't reach it. So I'm going to get down and I'm going to use my stance to get there. And then I'm going to fire from there. All right, good chucking. Bring it back to me. Don't just give me the first submission, the person that, videoed it first and got it on YouTube and everything. Wait a couple of days. Practice it over the next couple of days. That way you're able to say, okay, I think it's ready to perform. It would be no different that if you learned a form, and would you be ready to spotlight thing right away? You would not be ready to jump in here and get that straight. You'd be like, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to practice it. And when it's been developed, then I'll show it off.
Right.
Okay? All right, well done today, guys. One sound. Ready, jump. Thank you for teaching me. And you're dismissed. You may escape.